Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are taking on the Youth Extreme Super Battle Road, who I think this Path to Power Goku basically trivializes it. I think without him it could be kind of tricky, but you could always bring a friend one in, right? And like you can use items like Super Battle Road just isn't what it used to be. I mean, that being said, the enemies do still hit you hard. Like, they definitely are challenging if you're going for no item runs, but I think these days if you're allowing yourself to use items, like these are pretty much a cakewalk. Now, someone who kind of steals the show here a little bit is this physical kid Chi-Chi. So she's actually a somewhat recent EZA that just hasn't really been usable, but now with this Goku, she actually is. Now I'm going over pre-recording here, but like, I don't think defensively she's very good, and I know she loses stats if she gets hit, but I kind of get in this routine where I can keep sliding her in the slot too, and she stuns, so she's actually really good here. And she keeps herself from getting hit. So right here, we're going to take a shot. But I did use an item, right? So double digits. But look at this. 8 million damage for Chi-Chi. Kid Chi-Chi, this banner unit, and she's stunned out. So, and this isn't the first time she shows off in this video. She just output more damage. I believe this is a Rainbow Path to Power Goku, the friend unit. She just output a higher attack set than him. Now, obviously, the Goku's got all the additionals, and he's insane. But, I would not expect that out of that banner unit Chi-Chi, so I was actually kind of impressed that not only, I honestly put her in kind of as a throw-in, but she actually, holds her weight in Super Battle Road because of the heavy damage and the stun, and the way Super Battle Road operates is the enemies are glass cannons. So, one, they die fast, they hit ridiculously hard, but if you stun them and do a lot of damage, you can just negate them, basically. And so, yeah, this first phase was just trivialized because Kid Chi-Chi stunned, and it's a 2-turn stun, so Grandpa Gohan's just out for another turn, and we've got other units that can stun, so we could just stun lock him, basically, at this point. So, yeah, I don't know, I was just impressed with that Kid Chi-Chi. I did try out some other units here. You know, like I've got the Super Battle Road Gohan there on the end. He's okay, like, if you got a Goku around, I believe he does get some damage reduction, but he's definitely aged a bit, right? Like, he's older one, but there, he threw down the stun, so now we just keep the stun lock going. So, there's value here. Now, I've got the AGL Goku and Bulma, but I'm like, I was going to keep them on rotation with Goku, but I'm like, I kind of like this Kid Chi-Chi. I'm going to keep her around. She impressed me that first turn. My original intent was to slide Kid Chi-Chi off, but I'm like, I don't know. I kind of want to try her out a little bit more. So, we can see what output she does here. Once again, I don't really check her defense throughout the video. I know her defense isn't crazy, but yeah, 6 mil. I mean, those are pretty heavy numbers for what she is. Like, just a very old banner unit. That's kind of the cool thing about EZA. Now, is that Kid Chi-Chi going to go and tear up Red Zone? No, probably not. Not going to happen. But, I mean, you put some dodge into her, you never know. But she's outputting some nice damage for a banner unit. Like, very, very good damage. So, yeah, kind of nice to see that Kid Chi-Chi. She's always kind of been like the outcast of these Peppy Gals banners because they lump her in with all the Peppy Gal stuff, but she's not actually a Peppy Gal. So you can't use her on Peppy Gal teams, which is fine. I think she's really meant for Dragon Ball Saga, so this is her place. So, you know, if you're someone that picked up Kid Goku, like, Dragon Ball Saga is pretty thin, so if you need to fill a spot, I think that Chi-Chi is definitely good. And then we've got this physical Bulma. Now, she's one of the units. I talked about this previously about the LR Goku and Bulma, because I like them also. But she's also another kind of victim of getting her EZA at the wrong time. I think she got her EZA a little bit too long ago, and, you know, Dragon Ball Saga hasn't been relevant, so she hasn't been able to be used. Now that we can use her, I just feel like she's aged a little bit too much, but she does do some things that are nice for Super Battle Road. I think she heals too, but I think she stuns or seals, but her damage is really poor. And her defense isn't crazy, but I think she's got some dodge, so dodge is always good. If you got some dodge, you can get through some hard content if you get lucky enough, right? Technically, any unit with 3 dodge could get through anything. You just have to be extremely lucky, even if you only had a little bit of dodge, right? I'm pretty sure I'd have to double check that physical Bulma, but I think she's got at least like a built-in 25% chance or something, and I may have given her a bunch more dodge. I actually don't remember how I built her. But what I really want to round, yeah, like 2 mil, like that's nothing crazy, right? And then, like, not great damage, but we got an additional, so we'll take it. What I would really, really be hyped for, and I think other people want this too, is Dragon Ball Saga Dokkan Fest Bulma. That's what I want. That would be ridiculous, and if they make her really busted, like a busted support unit, That would really round out this Kid Goku team in terms of like a full Dragon Ball Saga team. I think that would be fantastic. I would be a big fan of that, right? And depending on how good, if say this Dokkan Fest Bulma was super good, it would actually make the Int Kid Goku EZA more relevant. Because Int Kid Goku's EZA, his issue is he's actually really good, but he shares the same name with Path to Power Goku, right? And so if you're running Path to Power Goku as the lead, like you're going to have 3 Kid Gokus running around, gets a bit cloggy. And that Goku isn't really the type of unit you'd want to float. I think you'd want him on rotation. So what the Bulma could solve is if the Bulma was a good enough leader that you'd want to run her actually over Path to Power Goku as the lead, then you can run 1 Path to Power Goku, 1 Int Kid Goku, possibly throw 1 on each rotation. I would envision this Bulma leader being like a crazy support unit. So then you could just build like Goku rotations separately and then have the Bulmas float. I think that could be a fun little team. Once again, though, they don't hit up Dragon Ball Saga very often. So the odds of that happening, I think, are slim. I do think Dragon Ball Saga needs more love. Like, it gets plenty of love during the World Tournament, but they're all free to play. They're all terrible. They're literally every Dragon Ball Saga card from the World Tournament is basically terrible. Some of them were okay-ish on release, but as power creep has got higher, the free-to-play units just don't hold up. Like, they've got to make free-to-play units, like, really busted to, like, fit into the meta. And those Dragon Ball Saga cards just aren't doing it. Like, they're nowhere near, right? There are a couple things that are, like, banner units that could EZA, like Demon King Piccolo, STR, and then there's a Jackie Chun, or it's a... I don't remember if it's a Roshi or Jackie... Or no, it's Jackie Chun, I think, and it's the tech one, right? And I think his name is Jackie Chun. Maybe it's Roshi. I don't remember if his actual card name is Roshi or Jackie Chun, but that tech one, you know, he could get an EZA and be kind of cool. He's kind of like a nuke unit, though. He's like a Mafuba, like, big damage nuke unit. So I don't know how good his EZA would be. I think if they left him, like... Because basically that tech Jackie Chun is like a one-turn nuke, and then he, like, loses all of his attack. I would actually be fine if they kept him like that, but then made him, like, guard with damage reduction, like, insane afterwards, and was just defensive, and maybe he gained support or something. Like, that could be a really cool build for him, to, like, make him do just a one-turn heavy shot, and then after that become, like, a dodging defensive support unit. I think that could be kind of cool. Who knows? I don't know. The 2 things I want would either be, like, a Dokkan Fest Kid Bulma, or, like, a dual Dokkan Fest with, like, Kid Goku, Demon King Piccolo. The only thing I would want, though, is if the Dokkan Fest was a Kid Gohan, or Kid Goku, if they found a way to, like, give him a different name, so he could link with these guys, right? So, here's the one spot we're in danger. I actually forgot to use an item. Like, I was pretty cautious with items, and right there you saw we took, like, 330k to the Kid Goku, who's actually very defensive. So, these guys hit really hard. So, if I got caught with, like, Kid Chi-Chi there, we would have been dead, probably. But yeah, Kid Chi-Chi, another 6 mil attack stat. She put up 6 mil or higher throughout the whole thing and did an 8 mil at one point. I think that Kid Chi-Chi was looking pretty darn good. I actually was pretty darn impressed with her. So anyways, let me know how your youth runs have gone. Let me know what team you used. I thought this was a pretty fun run, pretty fun team. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.